So what are the new photo panels from Fotospeed? Well, hello, welcome to this Fotospeed video with me, Tim Jones. So today what we're going to be looking at is the new photo panels from Fotospeed. Now these are acrylic blocks that you can stick your photo to on the back and make a really nice presentation method for your own work or for if you're making work for clients, say. But they are absolutely fantastic and really easy to use. Later on in the video, I'm going to take you through Photoshop and Lightroom about how we actually print one of these, and then also a demonstration of actually how we mount this picture onto this acrylic block here. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed YouTube channel. Click that subscribe button in the bottom right. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter to keep up to date with all the news from us here at Fotospeed. We will also have exclusive discounts on the photo panels this week as well. So keep an eye out for that email in your inbox. And also don't forget to download the Fotospeed Art of Printing, the free ebook from us here at Fotospeed, covering everything from turning on your printer to framing, to mounting, to bookmaking, and absolutely everything in between. So let's look at the new photo panels from Fotospeed. Okay, so what is the new photo panels from Fotospeed? So basically what they are is an acrylic block with an adhesive on the back, so you can stick your picture to the acrylic block and it gives a little bit of separation when you're viewing it. Now for the best results, we recommend using our matte infinity paper, a new paper specially designed for these blocks. It is a little bit like our matte ultra paper, so it's a matte paper and it's 265 grams, but it also has a resin back as well, like a plastic back to it. So it's quite hard wearing and it's lovely and smooth. So that is a big thing with these blocks here. You need a really smooth paper, like our Photo Smooth Pearl, or the Matte Ultra will work as well, but the Matte Infinity works perfectly with these blocks. Because if you don't have a smooth paper, you will start to see the adhesive coming through and it will just look really patchy and horrible. So that is really what they are. They're lovely presentation size. They come in loads of different sizes. These are the 10x8 and the 7x5 versions here, and you can put them portrait or landscape in little holders. It all comes with it as well. Also, we recommend you get one of these little squeegees as well that we sell on the website, and we also do a kit on the website that includes all of this, also with a knife as well, so you'll be able to trim down your picture. The little squeegee makes it nice and easy to apply the picture to the back of the panel and also get any air bubbles out and things that could be present when you do it. So that's kind of what these acrylic panels or photo panels are, but actually how do we go about printing one of these and actually mounting it onto this panel here? Let's dive into Lightroom and Photoshop and I will show you how to do this and how to get the best out of your print. Then I'll show you how to actually mount your print onto the back here to get this lovely looking product. Okay, so let's go into the computer and we'll get started. Okay, so here I am in Lightroom. Now you can do this in Photoshop or in Lightroom, it makes no difference. I'm going to show you how to do it in Lightroom first, then I'll show you how to do it in Photoshop as well. Now there's a couple of things we need to do. The first thing we need to do is make sure we've got our page size selected at A4. Now I'm going to be printing on A4, but the actual acrylic block is going to be the 10x8 size. So I'm just going to click OK. Another thing I need to do is I need to just make sure my margins are set to 0. You could print borderless as well, but won't make any difference in actually printing this out. The next thing we need to do is just go down to cell size. Now we need to set this to a couple of other numbers that are on the label. Now our size is 10x8, but the actual size that we want to put in as our cell size is 248 by 197, and that's millimeters. So just take that number and pop this into our cell size here. And then you'll see here the picture has actually gone to the size of my acrylic block. And it is a very simple process now, once we've got this cell size set up, of going down, making sure we've got our correct profile assigned. So for the Matte Infinity, we are going to be using heavyweight fine art on the Pro 1000, and then Epson Matte if you're on an Epson. And it's as simple as that. So we just click print and then we should get something off. But let me just show you how to set that up within Photoshop as well. Okay, so here I am in Photoshop with my picture brought up. So what I need to do is I need to size this picture to actually fit my acrylic block. Now, by far the easiest way to do this is to click on the crop tool, and then just in the ratio here, just going to put in 248 millimeters by 197 millimeters. And then what it's done is it's created this crop for us. But as you'll see, they're actually ran the wrong way. So what I'm going to do is just click these arrows and it will just make sure that is nice and cropped for us. And then what we can do is very simply just resize this and crop it for our acrylic panel. And there we have our crop. So what I want to do though is I'm just going to go into image size and I'm just going to switch this to millimeters. And you can see here actually that the size is still a little bit on the big side because all we've done is crop to the ratio. But if I put in a ratio here of 197 as the width, then you'll see here we're near enough there that I can just click OK, and then that will size that picture for me. And now we're at that size. So now when I go to print, select my A4. So on here we're on the Pro 300. I've got A4 selected. That's great. So what I'm going to do though is just going to change the layout option to portrait, and you can see it will print that at that size for us. So just make sure we go in and select our profile as normal, black point compensation on. We don't want to have scale to fit media on. We just want it set to 100%. And then we can click print, and then we'll have our print come out. So let's do that. And then we'll have a look at how we actually put this picture onto the panel. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to put my picture here that I've just printed, and I'm going to put it onto the acrylic block here. So first thing I need to do, just going to pick it up. I'm just going to turn it over because the clear side, you'll have a brown paper on one side. Don't peel that off yet. What we need to do is we just need to take the sticky side, and we're just going to peel that off, the plastic cover that helps protect the sticky side. Then we've got our squeegee here that we're going to use, which is really nice and effective. And what we're going to do is we're not going to stick it on face up. We need to put it on face down. Now, you can do this one of two ways. You can line it up and put it face down with the acrylic block on the table, or you can put the picture on the table and then drop the acrylic block down. I've done it both ways and I haven't really got a preference. I'm going to do it so I'm just going to put the picture on, just drop it down actually onto the picture, onto the block here. So I'll just line up one side and then pop it on like that. Now, the next thing we need to do is, so just run the squeegee along and just along this way as well, getting all those corners as well, getting any air bubbles out. I've just got a little air bubble here, but I'm just going to work that out with the squeegee here. So I can just work that out as well. You can use your hands as well. So I'm just going to work it out. Just so get every little bit out. Now I've got another little bubble there. So what I'm going to do is just going to work that air out just in here. And it's as easy as that. When we turn it over, we will have our paper there. And then what we need to do now is get this paper off so we can actually have a look and see how our picture looks. Now, the temptation when you're peeling this paper off is to go from a corner and just to peel it off. What my little tip though is, when you start to peel it, it will just kind of break. And I found the best thing to do is just to bring it all the way across. So get both corners started, because it does tear quite easily, this paper. So a little tip here is, what I've found is to just try and just take your time with it, just to come across and try and get this leading edge all the way up, because you'll see what we can do, if I'm very, very careful here, is I can get it so it just comes off like this. And then what I can do is, hopefully, if I take my time, I've got a little bit of a problem here where it's just about to rip. So maybe just pull that up like that. And what I can do is then just very simply and very carefully just pull this off in one movement. If I started to do it from the corner, it could just get a little bit kind of rip, and it could just cause me some problems. So what I'm going to do, just pull that off like that. And there we have the acrylic block all finished. So that's how we print off the picture, and actually how we stick this picture to this acrylic block. Now, hopefully you'll kind of see that that's quite a nice, easy process, to be honest, and something you can do quite quickly. One thing I would say is, once you have stuck the picture to the block, you may notice that for the first 24, 48 hours, you will see some kind of smearing underneath the block, and it can look not very nice, to be honest. But don't worry, this is caused by the adhesive actually underneath the picture here, sticking the picture to the acrylic. So after 24, 48 hours, this will actually cure underneath, so you won't see any of that. And that's why we really recommend the matte infinity paper, because it just does this in a really nice kind of process. It helps it along, and it's nice and smooth as well. If we didn't have a smooth paper, like I said at the start, you would end up with those smears permanently there. But just leave it, and then after a while, you will have a lovely looking print and a lovely looking panel to show to your clients, or to put on your wall, or to put on your mantelpiece or shelf and things like that. So, like I said, I hope that's kind of helped you to kind of use these panels, but also just show you kind of what they are, and also another way to display your pictures. Not going to be for everyone, I know that. However, they do look quite nice when they're finished. Now, I've been pleasantly surprised by them. I'm not really a gloss person, but actually when they're mounted to these, they do look really nice. So there we have the new photo panels from Fotospeed. Now, as always, don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed YouTube channel. Also, sign up to our newsletter to get exclusive discounts on these lovely photo panel products. And also, don't forget to download the Fotospeed Art of Printing. And finally, don't forget that we release new videos every Thursday on the Fotospeed YouTube channel. So make sure you're subscribed and you click the bell icon to get the notifications of when new videos are coming out. And also don't forget to click that bell icon to get notifications of when new videos come out every Thursday. So on that note, I will see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.